Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Clear Vista Financial are not affiliated. Discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions.
So, Jesse, just kind of shifting gears here, I wanted to talk a little bit about generosity. And we're going to be talking about generosity over the next few weeks or so because it's a very important topic. And I've felt so blessed that God has been so generous with myself and for my family that I think that it's worth talking about. And
yes, it is. Especially in the world that we live in right now, it's really hard for people to talk about generosity and think about their own generosity because, you know, we're all going through a time where things just cost more. People are not getting paid more. And, you know, that the last thing that somebody who's selfishly minded wants to think is, why would I give somebody else my time and money?
Right. And that's not the right attitude because the whole Bible is a story about God's generosity. Think
the
about how
theme,
yeah. I mean, think about if when as you're listening today, you're driving to running your errands or taking kids to practice. Think about how generous God has been to you and your family. I know God's been generous to me, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm just talking about the blessings that He has given us so many different ways. You've heard me tell the story on the air, Jesse, about how we began to give on faith when we were newlyweds, my wife and I, and how God has blessed us through that. Not because He, sent us a big, not that we won the lottery or anything like that. It's just because He just blessed us in so many different ways. So I encourage our listeners, let us know how God's been generous to you this year. You can text us, you can send us a message at radio@spendlifewell.com. That text number again, Jesse, is what, 254? I always forget the rest of it. I'm so bad with numbers these days. You put them in your phone.
I'll find it. 254-282-0495.
Yeah, 282-0495. Just send us that message. How has God been generous to you this year? We've got so many stories that people share with us, and it's so awesome. I pulled up a little article. This is, for those of you who don't know, we're sponsors on the bridge of MoneyWise Live, and we love listening to that show. Give lots of great advice, and there's a number of articles on moneywise.org. If you're ever curious about that, we should make sure Jessica links from our website to that one.
Okay.
But this article recently was from Art Rayner, 10 small ways to be generous this summer. I thought it'd be cool to kind of share these, either just small things that people can do to show generosity to others. Mm-hmm. And we've all heard the stories about the widow and who gave the 2 small coins, the boy gave a few fish and loaves, or just illustrations of some of these acts of generosity. You don't have to have $1 million donation to anything to show generosity. And there are people that are capable of doing that, and that's wonderful. But I think our attitude in the United States has changed. We see the tax returns of our politicians, and they don't give. They don't give. And I like to hear some stories, but here's some ways that you can give, according to Art Rayner. You can give in a small way to show generosity. Jesse, let's go through some of those. I think they're really cool.
The first one in this article is host people. So that's just leveraging the home that God has provided to you to allow people to have, positive experiences, community gathering. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's someone who's not quite a friend yet. Just inviting them into your home and providing a meal or a game or something of that sort.
Yeah, and it's so easy.
It's
right?
easy.
Let people bring their own food or whatever. Have a picnic. We get asked to host youth groups all the time, and this year for this fall we're going to be hosting our 16-year-old boys youth group for my son, and you kind of hesitate a little bit because it's 16-year-old guys, and there's no telling what will happen to the house. But we look at it and say, this is why God provided a house for us. this is something we should do. What about paying for someone's gas?
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. It probably is not easy. It might be uncomfortable for someone, but just without any strings attached, no catch, just say, hey, I want to pay for your gas.
I want to figure out how to do that, because that might alarm someone if I ran up and stuck my credit card into the thing as they're trying to put the nozzle in the tank. How about mowing a neighbor's lawn?
Yeah, that's a good one, especially if somebody has a health condition. Maybe they're aging, or they are very busy. Like maybe you could go find a single mom that needs a yard mowed. Maybe somebody just moved in to your neighborhood and they don't have a mower yet. That'd be a great opportunity to give.
Yeah, I've got an idea now. I've got someone that just moved in down the street, and it's clear they don't have a mower. So we should go help them. How about, there's another one that the author said, how about sending an encouraging letter? Now, this is a lost art form, right?
Yeah, it is.
People don't write letters anymore, and it's very rare to receive a handwritten letter. Send an encouraging note, maybe to a family member, a friend, or even a coworker, and hand deliver that, or send it through the mail. Don't send them an email. Write out a note. You would be surprised about how that generosity can really impact that person's day. Here's a great one. Provide a night out for young parents. We have some young parents in our life group, and we've offered to take care of their young children. They're under 4, and that's always fun. And that can be a great resource for young families. They need a night out. Moms and dads need a night out.
Mm-hmm.
What about donating stuff, Jesse?
Yeah, that's a great one. You can go around your house and find things that are still useful that maybe you haven't touched in 6 months. That's kind of proof right there that you don't necessarily need that thing. A lot of us have closets filled to the brim with clothes, and we only wear a rotation of 5 of them. And so that's an opportunity to donate some unused items. A lot of people need those things.
And you can also teach your kids about the joy of generosity. That was another in this article. Show how joyful it can be to help someone else. Your kids will learn that. They'll remember that. So as you're looking for things to do, even the small things can make a big impact on someone's life. I'm reminded of James 1:5, Jesse, is that if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. As we wrap up today's show, just remember that. Folks, we're going to be talking about generosity throughout the coming weeks. You've been listening to the Spend Life Well Show. Thank you. God willing, we'll be back next week. Have a great day.